I'm traveling again. I'm about to head on out to Indianapolis to shoot some mental floss.
Mm-hmm. You always be traveling.
I always be traveling, yo.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I'm so hip. The way that I talk is so hip, so people want me to be around them, so they invite me places. Yo.
Yo.
So, I wanted to talk about traveling.
Traveling.
Particularly with you, but also without you. Because
Oh.
I'm about to travel without you.
I don't want to talk about that.
The thing about traveling that I want to talk about mainly is the fact that we travel light. I kind of always did. Not necessarily. Gotten better at it.
We always traveled kind of light,
Mm-hmm.
but I think now we're really more in tune with what we need on
Yeah.
trips, and
Yeah.
so it's allowed us to travel much lighter.
I find it so much better, traveling light. And the reasons I like to do it are, I don't like dealing with the baggage claim. I don't like having to go to the baggage claim after the flight. I like to just get out of there. And some people, I know people who've lost their baggage or have had delays with their baggage.
We have been on trips with people who, like international trips. When we went to Barcelona, Megan Camarena
yeah.
lost her bag, and she didn't get it back until the trip was almost
Missy's
over.
being adorable right now. I'm gonna lean over. What's she doing?
Get it, girl.
What are you doing?
Get it.
What's she doing?
Get it.
Huh? Let's just let this happen. Let's just let this happen. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, people have lost their baggage. There's the Frontier Airlines, Spirit Airlines that
They charge you.
They charge you.
For a carry-on bag.
Yeah.
You have to pay.
and I just don't like dealing with that crap. That's one reason to travel light. Another reason is, oh geez. Okay, Mitzi. The no, I lost my train of thought. Train of thought, get it? Travel, train. that wasn't intentional, and I apologize. I don't like hauling, a big roller bag. It's just more to carry, which is an obvious reason to travel light. I like having everything with me, knowing that I have everything with me.
And it's also much more convenient. It's also much more convenient when you're traveling without a roller bag. A lot of people think, if you're traveling light, you just have like your carry-on suitcase and like a backpack or whatever. But we found when we went to on our honeymoon to Scotland that the situations that we were going to find ourselves in after we arrived while we had our luggage were not conducive to having a roller bag. The streets aren't great for dragging that sort of bag. We were going to be riding public transit, trains and buses and things like that. That those suitcases were just too big, too bulky, would be in the way of ourselves and other people. Yeah, so backpacks, man.
Backpacks, man. Yeah, on our honeymoon, we were there for a week, Scotland. Just backpacks the whole time. That's all we used. Not even that big of backpacks, really. Pretty big, pretty hefty backpacks.
Well,
but
you had your yellow backpack, which I think was like somewhere in the neighborhood of 35 liters, and then I borrowed a hiking bag. It was kind of cold that time of year, so the clothes that I needed were bulkier. But everything we needed fit in those two bags. I still had a little bit of room in the hiking pack too.
But how do we do it? How do we pack light? The way I do it, I mean, I've eliminated any just in case, basically. Do I need this? I'll pack it just in case. If I say that to myself, then I just don't put it in. I don't pack it. Because the vast majority of the time, you aren't gonna need a just in case.
And if you do need it, they have stores. Most places that you would be traveling.
You got to my point before I wanted to get to my point.
I just wanted half of the point.
Okay.
You need to share.
Okay. Yeah.
Marriage is about sharing.
That's right. There are stores. There are laundry machines. I rewear pants constantly, and I rewear shirts. Just rewear clothes. If it gets a little bit stinky, then find a laundry machine.
I think a lot of it too is planning ahead and being able to say, okay, I need a clean shirt for tomorrow, so tonight when I get to the hotel or wherever we're staying, I'm gonna wash some clothes in the sink and hang them out. It's not even necessarily about finding a laundry facility to do laundry. There are ways to work around that.
It's probably harder for a woman, though. You have to pack more stuff. Am I being sexist?
Yeah, I think that there are probably some unique circumstances with women that maybe require some women to pack more things. Maybe men would have to deal with this stuff as well. I wear makeup, so I have to factor that into what I'm packing, but I've also worked on minimizing my makeup routine. So now I have a tube of concealer that I know works for me, a powder foundation, blush, one eyeshadow, and a couple of brushes, mascara.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it. But on a trip, you have to make choices. I can't have everything available to me that I have at home. And then there's things like different types of clothes that women often need, like bras and things, shoes, a lot of outfits. If I'm wanting to go out somewhere dressy or whatever, might require like a pair of flats, but I choose the pair of flats that packs the smallest or is applicable to all of my outfits that I'm bringing, and then like a pair of more comfortable shoes for walking or hiking, or depending on what activities we'll be doing on the trip. I usually only pack 2 pairs of shoes though. But I think it's about planning your outfits before you pack, and making sure that as many of your pieces can mix and match as possible, so that you have the most number of outfits that you can wear with the fewest number of items.
And I am a pretty minimal person. My yellow backpack broke, so I got a new one, which is a bit heftier. This is big for me, but I'm taking this to Indianapolis. I got running shoes in here, I got my running shorts in here, I got the clothes I'm gonna wear. I had to bring extra shirts for the mental floss shoot. I'm gonna bring my camera and my laptop, everything I need, right here in this bag. If you are saying to yourself, but Wheezy, I shoot video and I have all this equipment. Same thing goes for equipment. You probably won't need it unless you're shooting a documentary for PBS. But really, like, cameras are small now. Equipment is a lot smaller now. Make use of that technology, the smallness of it.
And I think that there probably are some situations, some circumstances, or some people whose jobs or whatever they're traveling for would necessitate actually needing more equipment. I think it's just mostly about determining what's really necessary.
Yeah.
And leaving everything else. And sometimes you might make some mistakes. Sometimes you might get someplace and be like, crap, I actually really did need that thing and I didn't bring it, and there's no way for me to get another whatever it is right now.
I think there may have been times when that's happened, but it's pretty rare. And also, just mentally how I feel being light, having a fewer things, it's a stress reliever. I think I would have so much more stress having so much more stuff with me. And worrying about that, and I think that offsets the few times that I may have been without something.
Definitely.
Like the lack of stress throughout the entire trip.
And I know with me, in terms of like, it took some getting used to go to like VidCon or on a trip or whatever and have fewer outfit choices, and there were some situations where we were going someplace that was a situation that was going to be dressier than I had planned for, and I felt a little uncomfortable in maybe the outfits that I chose to bring. But I've learned from those situations and planned my future clothing purchases so that my clothes are more multifunctional than they used to be. It's really awesome having fewer decisions to make when you're on a trip, because what you're really focusing on is planning your day and your excursions and enjoying and where you're going to eat and what you're going to do and all of that. And I don't want to like have 15 different outfits that I could wear, so I'm trying to pick the best one for the situation. I just want them all to work and just be able to put something on and go.
Absolutely. I think that about covers our light packing.
Yep.
So I hope when I see you in an airport that you just have a backpack. Of course, there's probably other extenuating circumstances, I understand, but just ask yourself what you really need.
And if you have any like situations that you were in where this wouldn't have worked for you, then tell us, because I can't think of anything. And if you have other ideas or ways that you pack light that maybe we haven't talked about or we wouldn't think about, let's like have a little bit of a discussion in the comments, because I like that. My
goal is to only have a backpack when I travel from now on, ever. I'm gonna get rid of my roller bag, get rid of all my other. I'm gonna get rid of this computer. I'm gonna get rid of the dog. I'm gonna get rid of everything. Just have a backpack, and live the rest of my life with my backpack.
A backpack and a wife, right?
Thank you for watching. Of course.
Oh, thanks, love.
Yeah, and I won't get rid of the dog either.
Yeah, no. Backpack and a dog and a wife.
And I won't get rid of the computer either.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We could mention Patreon. Patreon, right on you.
Nope.
On right here?
Yeah.
Okay, right there.
Yeah, I want to be seen.
Yeah, if you'd like to support the Wheezy Waiter channel and this channel and everything that we do, there's a subscribe button up there. Just did a live hangout actually today with the patrons. Once a month, do a live talky talk with the Patreon patrons, in case you want to go check out how to be a part of that. And that's all for now. You want to lean over around the Patreon graphic?
Well, Patreon is right here, so they can see me anyway.
Okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay, just awkward smile then?
Yep.
Okay.